glad to have, as we had told our audience, this is Shay Thompson Orduna, who's going to be speaking on our health segment, talking about the super patch.
Yes.
With
Excited to be
that,
here. Thank you.
she is very excited about her new endeavor as an entrepreneur and also the products. And I have watched a couple of the videos and we're going to have a little brief view of her speaking about it. But we'll do that later. But I just wanted to bring you on because I've been seeing a lot of information go across. I've been watching your videos, couple of videos you put out, and about people who have been helped by this. So let's begin with when we talk about the super patch. Um, what is super patch?
Well, it's called VTT technology.
Uh-huh.
Um vibrotactile vibrotactile technology. I know it's like a
That's a tongue
tongue thing.
twister.
Yeah, for sure. It is a technology that I was introduced to
Hmm.
by my cousin, who is Cheryl Turner.
Hmm.
She lives in Denver, and she was just sharing with the family about the super patch and the fact that she didn't have to have surgery. She'd been having pain for such a long time. And I was like, what is this super patch you're talking about, cousin?
Hmm.
Tell me more. And she sent me some.
Hmm.
She sent me these little patches. There's some little ones and there's some bigger ones, and they go right on your skin, and they have like a braille it's like a fingerprint. Each one
Hmm.
of them has a particular fingerprint. And she sent me some for my pain because I had been in a major car accident and had
Right.
a head injury and back pain. My disc in my back were all messed up that were causing, you know,
Hmm.
problems with my arms and my legs. They were going numb because the pinched nerves were so, the pinched nerves. And I was like, please, please, please send me some. And I used them consistently for a couple of months
Hmm.
um, before I was like, these are working for me. These are
Hmm.
real. And I was just so excited. And I told her, I was like, okay, I'm gonna buy me some more. I'm gonna keep on it because she sent me some samples. And when as time was going, I just could not deny what Super Patch was doing for me personally,
Hmm.
and connecting to the business side of it and
Hmm.
learning more about what the mission of Super Patch was to patch a million people, um, and help them have a better quality of life, because I know I firsthand experienced it. So I I couldn't not share what I was learning about Super Patch and how I've witnessed it change
Hmm.
people's lives. And so I
It's
was
like
like, I'm going to become an
I
associate.
did I looked at your video where you were speaking and how this is, and a couple of people, you were at a church event function and people were getting, so do you get some relief immediately? Some people get it or some people don't, or is it the extent of what your situation is that makes a difference on how fast it works?
Absolutely. That's a good question. So there's certain patches that you will feel it
Hmm.
immediately,
Hmm.
and it depends on the extent of your
Right.
circumstances, that it may take more than just a day for you to have them on. Um,
Hmm.
the one that I have firsthand knowledge that works immediately
Hmm.
are the Victory, the um, Liberty, and the Freedom. That's a pain cocktail. You wearing those three. Um, but then
So,
we have
Shay, are
someone
you
who
saying you wear three at one time?
I
And
wear
that's it?
I wear multiple patches. I wear them all day, every day. Um, because there's just all kinds of different things that each one
Uh-huh.
of them has their particular signal that it sends to your brain. And I want peace in my life, so I put the peace patch on. I want joy in my life, so I put the joy patch on. Um, so there's 15 different patches,
I
and
see.
each
Okay.
each one of them sends a different signal to a part
Mm-hmm.
of your brain to help rewire your brain back to homeostasis so our bodies can heal themselves because our bodies are designed to do so. And what you know, what I really appreciated about the super patch, there's no drugs in it. There's
Right.
no
Mm-hmm.
chemicals. It is using that a particular technology that has won a Nobel Peace Prize.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and that excited me because I don't know how many different medications my doctors tried me on, had me taking for months and months
Mm-hmm.
that were just giving me lots of side effects. And I was like, no, I don't want to do this for the rest of my life. They're like, oh,
Right.
well, you can have surgery. I was like,
Nope.
is it gonna fix anything? Like what are you trying to do? And I just felt more like um a cash cow for many
Mm-hmm.
of the doctors because they just were trying this medication one after
Mm-hmm.
another. How much I spent was ridiculous. Some things my insurance wouldn't cover completely. And I was like, I'm at the point in my life where I will try anything that's not going to harm me.
Mm-hmm.
Um, because I was trying all the other stuff that the doctors were giving and it was causing me more harm. And
I did look
that
up
was,
the information, and these are all hypoallergenic, medical material, safe, all natural,
yes,
non-invasive. So when you talk about the different, like you mentioned, Liberty,
yes.
um, and what are those? And I know
Well,
you said 15, so we don't want to go, but you said there was
yeah.
three, the Liberty, and I can't remember the other
So
two.
the Liberty is one that I often do at
Uh-huh.
any of the vendor fairs, and that one works immediately for stability. And so I do a stability test usually on everyone. They're like, "Hey, how do I learn more?" I was like, "Well, I'll give you a free patch if you do a stability test." And that one works like Wi-Fi, quick, fast, in a hurry. Shows that um, research shows that when people lose their balance,
Mm-hmm.
balance
Oh,
is
it
kind of in
affect,
line
right.
with your health. You need
Correct.
that so much just to walk
Mm-hmm.
up and down the stairs. And so when they see that and know that it works really fast, um, the other patches, it works, but you may not feel the full effects of it for a few days sometimes. Some are people are really immediate, depend on how severe
Mm-hmm.
um, their issues are. But I have witnessed individuals with a walker not need their walker
Mm-hmm.
like that day having the patch on. Um,
So
some
let's
still,
can we take that patch? Let's say that one. You put it on. Do you have to change those? Are they for only 24 hours or do you have to
yeah,
change
each
them?
each one is about 24 hours.
Okay.
I honestly wear mine until they fall off and they don't stick anymore. But each patch is designed for a 24-hour period
Uh-huh.
and you change them out. I've used them in the shower because if they're stuck on real good,
Uh-huh.
you can take a whole shower because they're waterproof
I
and
see.
it's not gonna impact it. But as your skin, skin cells,
Mm-hmm.
they kind of take away the stickiness, the adhesiveness that's on it, and you need to replace it. You can put it anywhere on your body,
Anyway, okay.
anywhere that is not in a crease or anything, just
Mm-hmm.
so it can stay flush because your skin is reading the code that's on it.
Okay.
Um, like I said, each one of them has their separate code, but your skin is reading that code, so you want to make sure that it's staying in contact with your skin.
Yeah, and watching the video presented, and I don't remember the gentleman's name. I believe he's the CEO of the company or the founder of it, and how it was very
Jay Dollywall.
interesting. Yeah, it
Mm-hmm.
was interesting to see how this technology can um, be based upon your skin cells, to stick it there and how it can work. And so we will put a link there to people if they want to go see it. They can
Yeah.
take a look at that. But in your own personal use, after you had this meeting and you said now you are a uh, entrepreneur because you are a distributor as well now. Um,
Yes.
how was it the immediate factor that you could have your own personal experience to share with people to convince you that you wanted to share this and you wanted people to be able to, because you know how people say, oh, this is just another one of those gimmicks that people are
Oh,
doing and
absolutely.
they need.
And that was really important to me because I've been a long time community advocate for
Hmm.
healthy and safe environments, and
Uh-huh.
I've worked with nonprofits and things. And so it was important to me that my integrity stayed intact, that I knew that this was a
Right.
real thing, that I wouldn't be promoting anything that I didn't fully believe in, and anything that was going to harm the people that I love and care about and
Hmm.
impact my community, you know, in a horrible way. Um, so I needed to take my time and learn about it and use it for myself. And so I can stand in
Hmm.
integrity and like, this is a real situation. And
Hmm.
this technology is, it's been on the market for 3 years now. And so, I had some hesitation too, right?
Right.
Just like
Hmm.
everyone had their hesitation about the weight loss things, right? It's like, okay, you know, but technology is taking us here to this point where this is the future. This is going to be the future of health and wellness. And people are tired. I know I was tired of
Hmm.
filling myself up with all kinds of medications that I was just making hurting my body even more. And so um Jay Dollywall, he started this
Hmm.
because his mother had MS, and
Hmm.
she was having problems with her stability and walking. And so that's why he spent millions of dollars and 17 years in the development of this safe, drug-free, chemical-free, 100% effective technology. And it's one
Hmm.
of one. No one can replicate it because there's a lot of patches out there, but none can replicate this at all.
Has there been a lot of kickback from physicians? I would think,
You know,
or pharmaceutical companies.
well, the pharmaceutical companies have gotten wind, but we have over 1,000 doctors now giving these super patches in their offices.
Okay.
And I do have a website that has all the science back data, the clinical
Hmm.
trials that were done on it, and all the, so, that is what is different about this particular patch, is because we have the science, we
Hmm.
have the trials that were done, and we now have, again, thousands of doctors that are promoting this in their practices. We have an advisory committee. The company has an advisory committee full of different doctors in their specialties that
Hmm.
are promoting this and making sure that as we're moving forward, that we are creating patches for other symptoms that people are having. Because they just came out with the Assure one at the beginning of um, February, when I went to the conference um, in Las Vegas, that they're doing additional trials on for individuals that are going through chemotherapy
Hmm.
to help them not have that nauseated feeling after they're completed that. And I can't wait to see those results. But there's 16 other clinical papers out
Hmm.
there for people um, for people to check out. And so it's growing, and it's just the new wave of caring for ourselves without drugs and chemicals.
So, are you bringing more people or sales? I don't know what is the word to exactly call people who are handling this, but are like somebody says, "Oh, wow, yeah, how can I get to be part of this?" How would they go about that?
Well, they would definitely contact me, and I would help them become an associate, where they would be
Associate?
able,
Okay.
they would be able to um, retail sell these patches as well. There are different ways to become an associate, where you can have a $40 membership fee that you pay that
Mm-hmm.
one time, and you now can buy the patches wholesale. Um, and then there's other levels where you can come on and you can buy all the patches and have a full supply for 15.99
Mm-hmm.
if you want to get all the patches and have that experience. I personally signed up in December when it was $1 to become a member. I was like, okay, I got $1. I'm gonna try it. And I bought some, and it just made the $65 pack that it brought it down to 47 for me. So I felt
Mm-hmm.
more comfortable. It was like, okay, let me just try this out and buy them for myself because I was done. I was out of my samples that my cousin had sent me. And so I started off slow.
Mm-hmm.
And again, I needed to be convinced that these were legit and real and how it worked for me so I could have my
Mm-hmm.
testimony, and I could feel confident that I wasn't supporting anything that was harmful to myself, my family,
Right.
or the community.
Right. Yeah, I'm just a strong believer in character and principle of things and
Absolutely.
integrity. And I personally, you know, I just can't be sponsoring or promoting anything that I don't truly believe in. And so
Absolutely.
when I saw, like I said, your video, you were very convincing, and I'm like, well, I know her. I don't think she would be. And so as I looked into this and saw more and more information on it, it appeared and more, people that there were videos of being helped. And as you had
Yeah.
started on this, so if you would become an associate now and you have the supply, because people can order this online, I saw that
Yep.
was available too. Um, so somebody would say, well, why would I want to be associate when I could just go online and order this direct? What would you say
Well,
to them?
I mean, they can do that. That's their choice, but there's
Uh-huh.
also money
Uh-huh.
to be made with Super Patch because it's a new
Uh-huh.
technology and it's growing rapidly each year. It's just gaining momentum, and this year is no different. And I was kind of hesitant on it because I've never did any kind of network marketing
Mm-hmm.
company. And so I was like, network marketing has not always had the best um, track record in some
Correct.
cases. But the way that this one is set up is particularly that Jay did not want this to be a moneymaker for anybody but the people that it's helping.
There. Sounds good.
And and I appreciate that,
Mm-hmm.
that he could have sold this company and made millions of dollars and went on his way, but he didn't. He wanted to make sure that it was in a structure that would support and help communities,
Mm-hmm.
particularly communities that are largely impacted by
Health
you know,
problems
health problems.
and no way to
And
pay for it.
right. And so he took that and he's like, I'm giving it to the people.
Mm-hmm.
The people are going to be the ones that are going to be able to promote this the best. The people are going to be the ones that are going to be able to make life-changing income from this. Not the
Mm-hmm.
big manufacturers, not the billionaires that are already out there existing, that this technology is in the hands of the people. And so I really that spoke to me,
Mm-hmm.
just based off, my background and the work that I've done in the community, to know that that's what he stands for. It meant a lot to me. And being able to sell it at a price point
Mm-hmm.
that anybody can take advantage of, and that it can be used on a baby to a senior citizen, that
Mm-hmm.
you got intact skin, you can wear it. And to see the changes that have really impacted the quality of life of people, I just, all the things just had to fit for me to feel comfortable and good and keep my integrity intact in that this is something I could really get behind and support because
Well, I know there's
I
people watching. They're going to say, okay, now she's talked all around this and she said how good, how much does it cost? And
well, yeah. Well, if you're an associate, it's only going to cost you $47. If you become an associate, $47. But if you just buy it right off the or my website, it's depends. Most of them are $65. There are some that are a little bit higher than that, but the base price point is $65 a pack for a 30-day supply of
okay.
your patches. And the thing that is different about there's several things that are different, but one that I want to highlight is that you don't have to use this forever.
Hmm.
Like the medications, you're gonna go to that pharmacy every day for the rest of your life to get some of those medications. But these patches, 75 to 85% of the things people go to the doctor for and get medications for, these patches can address. And after a certain amount of time, so we have, one of my uplines, Dr. Dunn, she used the Defend patch for 5 months. She doesn't have to use it anymore.
Hmm.
She's been on antihistamines her whole life. She no longer has to take them because she wore the Defend patch for 5 months. There you go. Just the cost savings that over a lifetime of just being consistent with the super patches for a particular amount of time, there you go. Your body is reprogrammed. Now she doesn't have allergies. So I'm excited about that because I've always had really bad allergy flare-ups
Hmm.
during March and September particularly. So I'm wearing the heck out this Defend patch for March, and we'll see, how that works out for me. But I feel really confident. There's just too many people that I've met, too many stories, my personal experience, my family's
Hmm.
experience with it that I put myself on the line really, and I'm okay with that because
It works.
it really does.
That's good. I noticed too that when I was doing some of the information, I personally, I have not used them, so I want to tell people that, but I liked personally is that they did talk about technology and how this skin and how it helps to redo your brain cells, um,
Yes,
to be able to heal because our body can heal almost anything other than our brain cells. And so to have something like that, I was very much interested in that. And then as to see people such as yourself or some of those that I have followed online who have really used it, that was very important. And that's a very striking to say that, the more that we learn about our
yes,
body, and I think that was something in one of the videos that I saw, how he talked about coming up with this is to study how our body will react because everything goes to the brain and tell that's the reason why when people have brain problems or something it's so detrimental to is because that is the what makes everything else work in a sense to know which
absolutely.
ones to do. So I was very impressed with that.
Yes. And
So
it's in 17 different countries, like I said, and to
mhm,
have the backing of science in these little bitty patches, these little bitty patches that has a braille on it that sends the signal to the brain that says,
mhm,
"Hey, help me heal this part of what's going on with me." And it does it. It does it. And to have the patches that can constantly send those signals so your body
uh-huh,
can just reboot. Really,
mhm,
you can say it's a rebooting of taking you back to your normal state of being. Um, you're helping your brain remember, helping your brain send the messages and remember what your homeostasis is and where your health lies.
mhm.
And It's amazing. It's amazing because I've used those lidocaine patches. I've
Oh
used,
yeah.
the patches that put the things you put on your knees and they send little signals or to your body to help with the pain that's going on in your back or your knees. And I've used all kinds of
Hmm.
things. Um, but nothing has stuck long term. Um, I know it's only been a few months, but it's done for so much more for me in the few months than any other products have. And
Well, let me ask you
I,
a quick question here.
yeah,
Is that okay? See, you have a lot of back pain, and then you have um arthritis pain and so forth. So, would you put a patch where the area, the problem that you're having it at, or does it make any difference? Can you put the patch anywhere on your body and it's still going to work?
you can put the patch anywhere on your body, but what I would say, what I was able to do when a particular area, put it in that area
Mm-hmm.
initially, um, so you can kind of jumpstart it.
Okay.
Um, but it really doesn't matter. It
Okay.
really doesn't matter. But when I was having my problems, I put my patches initially
The area.
right on the area that it was hurting. And I think it gave me more of a comfort thing that I was like, okay,
Mm-hmm.
I'm doing something for this pain. But it really doesn't matter because that's how brilliant this technology is because um, it's just sending a signal to your brain anywhere that you put it.
Put it.
As
Okay.
long as it has that um, skin contact, it's going to send the message. So I was like, all right, I'm hurting here. It's closer to my brain. I wanted to get to my brain quicker. That was my
That's a
thought that
pretty
that's
good
how I would do it.
analogy.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. It really
Yeah.
doesn't matter,
All right.
and don't
Well,
put it into.
Shay, how would somebody get in contact with you to get the patches or to meet with you to help them since there is a variance and probably when you're talking with someone, you're going to say, probably sit down and chat with them to say, okay, what is it? So, because this one might be better than number three or two or
Yeah,
silver or whatever. So, how would
yeah.
someone get in contact with you?
Well, they can contact me. My phone number.
Okay.
My phone number is 402-541-3838. That's my personal number. It's not a
Slow
business
that
line.
down again. I always tell people when and everybody does it, so you're not alone. But they'll say, "Oh, 452 to them."
It's
Everybody don't have speed
402
writing. 402
541 3838
3863 or eight. Okay,
3838
38. Okay.
3838.
Uh-huh.
I can be reached. My email address is shayorduna@gmail.
Okay.
Uh, I do have my Super Patch website is the House of Wellness LLC at outlook.com.
Okay.
And um,
Well, if
those
they
are the
don't
main.
get in touch with you within three shots of that, then they didn't want to get in touch with you.
Yeah.
But
And I will come to people,
yeah.
I encourage family member, if anyone, is interested, that
Hmm.
they invite a few of their family members that may have different ailments that are,
Okay.
pain, stability, severe, um, allergies, even the children that are, having some behavioral issues with school, just providing the different patches that can provide some calm to them so they can stay
Okay.
focused. There's focus patch to stay focused in school, to bring some of your family members around, and I will come and patch and offer the opportunity to experience it themselves, because once you experience, you can't turn it off,
Hmm.
now that it works. And I also will be participating in a vendor fair on the 22nd at Intrigue. It's at 2123 Pierce Street from noon to
Oh,
4.
okay. I just saw something that was going to be taking place on
Yes.
March 22nd. So you'll be there, and
Yes, I will
I'll
have a
put the
table there.
flyer up
So
with this. Okay.
yeah, I will have a table there so people can come firsthand and buy supplies on hand, buy
Okay.
sample packs. Some people just want to try some samples,
Mm-hmm.
so I will sell samples to people for them to try because they'll come back and buy the full pack because they'll just, I don't have a problem with that at all. It's like
Okay.
five for $15. Come try it out for
All
sure.
right. Well, I
Um,
might have to be over there. I was planning on dropping in on the 22nd.
yeah,
Um,
I will be
so I'll
there.
probably
You
I'll
don't have
pick
to
up
wait,
something
Cheryl.
to try.
You don't have to wait. I could come to you and I'll patch you up. Then you could be a walk, because that's the best. Just
Hmm.
like Jay said, the people are the best at selling the
Promoting it,
product.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
promoting it. And that's why I, yeah, because that experience that you have with it,
You don't have to.
you're,
You're
yeah,
good.
yeah. You just tell
Well, I
people
will
what's
let you
happened to
have a
you.
few minutes. Anything you'd like to add that we haven't covered, or I'll let you end it.
So it's just changed my life, and
Hmm.
I want to share this technology and this information with as many people as I possibly can, um, because I've seen a lot. We have our elders are experiencing um, just instability, and it decreases their chances of falling. That matters to me.
Hmm.
I got a sensitive heart for my seniors out there, and the people who know
Hmm.
that I ran a senior center for a very long time, and I love them, and I do not want any of them or my nana, and if some prevention from falling.
Hmm.
Anyone that has not been able to move on their own can now move on their own. It's just amazing how the technology is, and I also see how much healthcare is costing,
Oh,
and
yes.
people go without um taking care of their health because rent is sky high or their
Hmm.
medications are sky high. They will go into deterioration, and it doesn't have to be that way. And it always was a pain point for me,
Hmm.
and super patch is the answer to that. I really truly believe that it is, and the company and the people that are they're everyday people that just want a better quality of life, and it's a beautiful a company to be a part of. You did attend one of our meetings. It was kind of business heavy, but they help you learn. You
Oh,
don't
yeah.
have to.
It was very informative,
Yeah,
and
they do it every Monday
you know,
night. So
yeah.
you can learn. You can
Hmm.
learn about it. You just start. Just start. And they
Before we
support you the
end,
whole
you
way.
made me think of a question when you were talking just a moment ago. So would these be covered by individuals' insurance?
No, they're not there yet.
Okay.
They are definitely not there yet. And I know that they're working on it being able to be covered by your
Mm-hmm.
health savings accounts.
Mm-hmm.
Like you can
Okay.
pay for them that way through those things.
Okay.
Um, but no,
Okay.
um,
All right.
not as of yet, because
They're
again,
working
it's
on it.
it's 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 a,
Well,
it's a
thank
good
you
price
so
point,
much
right?
being on and taking time out for our health segment. And we will get your contact information on our last slide here. And I wish you continued success, and you're looking great. And because it was kind of hard when you were talking about how bad you were feeling from the car accident, and to see you now. So
Yeah,
I
I can
glad to see
move
that,
and
and
do
I
yoga
just wish you
again.
continued success.
Thank you.
Have a
Thank you,
great one.
Cheryl. You
Hmm.
too. Thank you so much.
Hmm. Bye
Okay,
bye.
bye-bye.